Oh, just, I just want to. What up? What up, Yusuf? How are you, bro? Um, this QBank, I just purchased a new month because I'm a lazy dumbass. So I had to purchase another month. I should have finished it in that like period, but it's not working now. I don't know why. Like, that's so annoying, bro. Yo, you're always streaming while I'm at the gym. Wait, yesterday I streamed like 6 a.m. I woke up 6 a.m. I don't know what's wrong with that. My headset, bro. My headset sucks. Wait a minute. I have to fix it. Some. Wait. How can I be tutor besides step 3 in advice? Um, yeah, I have advice for sure. I'll tell you, one sec. Okay, so let me tell you this. Being a step exam tutor is a very legit um, job, right? For example, people who are selling milk, right? People need milk all the time. Same as step exams. So people need a step exam tutor all the time, right? But the thing is, you gotta do what they're looking for. So you gotta give them what they're looking for. For example, let's say I'm a self-study person. Like, I'm a person who self-studies all the time. Having a tutor that teaches stuff to me is not really helpful, right? But for example, having a tutor that um, you know recognizes my mistakes, like help me recognize my mistakes, is kind of helpful, right? So it's just to supplement what people need. That's one thing, all right? Second thing, you just have to look for them. You just have to look for people who want to be tutored, right? People that you can help. Don't focus on like helping all people, right? Let's say you got a 240 on step 2. The people you can help are the people who are getting 200 or 210, 220, and they want to get to 240. But you cannot help a person who wants to get from 240 to 260, for example, because you haven't done it yourself. So yeah, that's a couple of different principles you have to take in mind. You can either you know, make ads if you want to look for customers. Like, what is your primary problem? Is it finding customers, or what is your problem? I mean, that's a very big topic to talk about. Maybe we can talk about it in a different video, or like a video. You know, I'll make a video about it. What is specifically that you need help with? Because tutoring, you know, I have a lot of advice. Yeah, finding one, literally. So finding customers, right? Okay, so let me give you some business coaching here for free. I'm kidding. I suck, to be honest. All right, so this is a guy that, you know, have a goal in mind. Okay. So you have to understand that there's a lot of people that chose the USMLE path for money. So they are poor, but they want to get money. Okay. So they think that the USMLE pathway is expensive. Most IMGs think that, right? So they cannot afford, unless they live in the US and, you know, they've been here for years. They have money, you know. They're okay. But if they live outside the US, like in Ukraine, Russia, the Middle East, these people don't have money most of the time. So anyway, my point is, these people have a goal in mind, is to pass the USMLE, right, on their own as much as possible. That's their primary concern, on their own. So these people, you don't want them, right? You don't want them to be your clients, because they don't need you. You have to look for people who need your help, that you can help, right? You can help do something. So you have to have the target audience in your mind, like who are the people that you want to help, okay? And what do these people need, and what do you have that you can offer them, right? You have to figure out all that. Who are the people that you can help? Like, try to look for characteristics, okay? And then, depending on these characteristics, depending on the target audience, you're gonna create an offer. Okay, so the offer is not, you know, I'm gonna tutor you for 1 hour, and this 1 hour is $50. That is 1992 business advice. Okay, this doesn't work anymore. The hourly rate. You're not an employee. You're a business owner at that point. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna give the offer result-wise. So this person doesn't need your hour. Like, you know, he's not really happy and he's not enjoying the hour I'm doing it with him, right? So hey, come take 1 hour with me for $50 because I'm Yusuf. You know, this guy doesn't care about you, but he cares about what this hour will lead him to have to get at the end, right? So you can formulate your offer differently, which is, no, you don't pay $50 for an hour. You pay $50 for every 10 points you increase on step 1. For example, let's say your score is 210, right? And you want to get to 240. That's your goal. That's your goal. Maybe you are this guy that is poor, right? But he cannot figure it out on his own, that he cannot make 240, bro. Like, I cannot get to 240 on my own, so I have to pay money. So this guy, guy who was taking care of his money, will consider this as an investment, right? And this is gonna definitely help him. So if you can get them from 210 to 240, and then you can charge whatever you want. It's not going to be hourly, right? Anymore. It's not hourly rate. It's result driven rate. That's how I like to operate, right? I don't, make people pay hourly. Like I said, because you're not an employee, you're a business owner. Business owners are results driven. They care about results. So, Yusuf, for example, what is my issue ain't with the strategy is where I could find people. You feel me? Yeah, bro. I'm teaching you how to find people, but you have to have this mindset in mind first. Like, what kind of people are you looking for? Are you like you have to look for people who you can help, right? So in order to find people who you can help, you have to get these things done. You have to understand these stuff, right? And then you can make the offer and make the ads. So, all right, if you want this, if you want like this, how to find people, advertisement. That's how to let people know about your product, right? But what are you gonna advertise? That's my thing. You're gonna advertise what you can help people with. So you're gonna create your offer. Let's say you scored 240. Okay. Let's say like in your USMLE. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. Where's the? Okay, so you're gonna advertise, create an ad, right? You're gonna advertise your story. For example, let's say you took an MBME and you got 210, right? And then in the exam, like after doing stuff, right? This stuff that you're gonna sell, right? You're gonna sell your experience. You're gonna sell your knowledge. So after the MBME, you got 210. Now you get 240 on the real exam, right? So this is a proof that, or not proof, sorry. This is like means by which you could rise 20 points, right? You can even sell that as a course, as a program, as like a map, right? You can. So this is your offer. This is what you're gonna advertise. Okay, so you can spend, I don't know, $10 a day on ads. Facebook ads are dollar wise, so they're very easy to advertise, and then you can get I don't know, anywhere from 4 to 10 clients a week, right? But you have to figure out a way to deliver though. I want to start like explaining topics on YouTube. I mean, you could do that, but like you said, you want to be a tutor, like you want to make money quickly, right? So ads are like the easiest because you're gonna wait for YouTube to build you organically. So I've been making my channel for 3 years now. It's 4,000 subs. First, then let people check it out, and then make a whole course. It's like a free sample. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I mean that's part of your offer. Like that's what you're doing though. That's what you're trying to do. You're giving people free sample of the explanation. Should I make my own resources? Yeah, sure, because you're gonna be hit by copyright. So, okay, I'll tell you my story actually. That might help. So, I created a course myself. Look, I don't know if you saw this ad. This is basically an ad. This is like I'm advertising my course. This is 9 months ago, before I understood anything. Like this is literally I was selling my teaching style. You know, should I make my own resources or explain already made resources like first aid pathoma, or will I be hit by copyright? No, because no, you're not gonna hit by copyright unless you sell it as like study material. if you add your own touch, it will not be like copyrighted anymore. If you're adding things on top of pathoma explanation, not just taking pathoma like that, you're not gonna be hit with copyright. But if you take, for example, boards and beyond slides and just explain on them, no, you're gonna be hit by copyright, because these PowerPoints are copyright protected. What's that? I think I know what he's saying, but I don't get the MBME part. I hope that helped. Did that help you? Like, I'm trying to give you like the general points, and then anything you can figure it out on your own. But you have to have like this mindset before doing any business in order to be successful. I just don't have time for making my own resources when I use pre-made one, but I don't want to copyright issues. Okay, so that's why there is partnering. You can partner with someone. Like, you can partner with anyone who has resources. Okay, look, Yusuf, it's not easy, bro. Like, for example, I had to create my own website, like my own QBank, you know, and make it a website and make my own questions. Like, it's not easy. So it's still in the beginning. That's why, like, this is gonna be, you know, there's questions here, you know. What is that? Okay. See, that's why I did this. Like, you have to create your own resources. But you don't have to do everything yourself. You can hire people. You can hire people from Egypt. You can hire people from whatever your country. You're from Egypt, so you can hire people from Egypt. That's fine. But you cannot do that unless you make money yourself. So that's why I'm saying advertising your services. So your services, just how to get people from a specific point in the USMLE exam to another point, you know? Yeah, sure, bro. Anytime. I don't know what that quiz is. Alright, that's okay, I got this question wrong. But okay. It is clindamycin. I'll be honest with you, I don't want to make it for profit, at least for the first 6 months. Why not? Actually, you should. You can do that. Like, in the first time I started tutoring, I wasn't making any money. So that's normal. But if somebody is going to be your client and he's giving you money, so why don't you take it? You know? Maybe I should show you a sample first. A sample of the explanation, or like the study material. teaching? Sure. Sure. If you want to send me a video or something, I'll be happy to give you a review. It's a single video? No problem. You can send me anytime on Discord. Send me the video. I mean, this is not malingering because she really has a problem regarding initiating sexual relationship, but is not distressed much by her abdominal pain. Malingering, you're faking symptoms. She's not faking symptoms. She has a problem initiating sexual relationship. Conversion disorder is neurological symptoms in response to stress. I know the diagnosis, but I don't know which like type is that. So the diagnosis is pelvic vaginal vaginismus or something. I don't know, not vaginismus. Wait, I think vaginismus. Yeah. Okay. Okay, wait. Somatization is a defense mechanism. Alright, so she gets pain every time held together. Situational onset. Okay, so I have a friend who started taking SSRIs. She was complaining of insomnia. It's kind of weird. I just had to memorize it from her that it caused insomnia, and then I saw a question about it. Okay, sex during pregnancy is absolutely safe, except in okay, wait. No. Except in placenta previa. So normally implanted placenta, that's completely safe. Okay, wait. Placenta previa, preterm labor. History of preterm labor. Okay, I forgot that one. You'll find it on YouTube, and I'm not having my PC alien. Okay, sure. What is it called? Do you want me to watch it on stream or like privately? It's up to you. I can do whatever. Okay. I marked this question for some reason. So this is except in placenta previa and USMLE. Interesting name. Preterm labor history and alright. Administration of which of the funds is the most appropriate to for this patient at this time. 38-year-old woman. Alright. board 1. And watch it, but close the sound on the live stream. Okay, I'll watch it later then, if you don't want me to watch it now. Administration of which of the following is most appropriate for this patient at this time. Alright, so board 1. Okay, so she has DVT. She's 12 weeks gestation. Her first pregnant, 13 weeks spontaneous abortion. DVT. She has obesity. Fetal heart rate is normal. Administration of which of the following? Alright, so I think she has what is it called? Antiphospholipid syndrome. Okay, but give me feedback. Alright, then watch it on stream. It doesn't matter with me. Whatever you want. Like, I mean, because I want feedback, you know. I will give you feedback. No worries. After I watch it. If you want. Should I work on histology specifically? I don't recognize biopsy pictures and stuff. I mean, okay, so you're not a pathologist, right? You don't have to recognize all pathology pictures, but if you have no idea what are the cells, for example, what do lymphocytes look like? What do neutrophils look like? What is the difference between neutrophils and lymphocytes on blood smear, for example? You don't know what schistocytes are, etc., etc. Yeah, you should work on your histology. Do questions on histology. I think there is a histology subspecialty. All right, I'll watch it right now. USMLE week. I can't hear anything for some reason. Yeah, I'll close the sound, but I can't hear anything myself. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to fix something. Okay. Okay. So, what's up? How are you doing? I'm good, Islam. How about you? Okay. So, first of all, you're not changing anything. You're just uh, doing audio on this part of the first aid. So, first of all, I'm not using this, like I'm not reading any of that because you're not using it to read, right? For example, Boards and Beyond, he has the slides and he reads the slides, so you can follow the slides with his voice. But you, um, you're not using the first aid, so why do you have it here? That's first of all. Second of all, uh, your explanation is really good, so you're explaining the material well because you know it well, but you're not. Whereas I would use a PowerPoint or something, or at least write things down, use a whiteboard, and like talk about stuff, you know. So that's first of all. But this is just an audio. This could be a podcast, not a video. So you're basically not doing anything here. That's like that sort of thing. But I think your explanation is really good. So yeah, I would use some PowerPoint. I would put a lot of pictures. Actually, I could send you one sec. Right, wait. Where's my pay hip? Let me get you the lecture that I have, like for my course. Where is it? Okay. Right. So PayHip, actually, I don't sell on PayHip. Anybody who is interested in the course, he has to call me and then just pay directly on Stripe, because they take like 10%. So I don't. I close the. You cannot purchase anything online here. I don't have a purchase button. So that's something you should do if you're gonna do like a course. Good. Could I ask you something about med school and stuff? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So you recommend explaining on a PowerPoint or pictures instead? Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I was just trying to, Yeah. Your explanation is really good, but you should be in the student's place. Okay. So let me see my PowerPoint. Okay, so this is my video. Let me show it to you. First of all, you explained you're much more high yield for sure. So 9 minutes for thyroid development is really good, but this is a 35-minute video because I'm explaining like the pharyngeal arches as well because it has something to do with it. Okay, so here's the PowerPoint. Like, I started with a picture to explain, give them a background about embryology, then give them. So we're only gonna take easy and just speed it up a little bit. So we're only and endocrine embryology. Yeah. So we finished renal GI. Now we are taking endocrine, and endocrine embryology is really easy, and there's no a lot of information to grasp. So we're only going to take thyroid embryology. So how does the thyroid develop? We will take the pituitary, so anterior and posterior pituitaries, and the parathyroid glands, and that's pretty much it. So here's a picture to remind you of the normal embryology. Let's go back to review a little bit of embryology. So we start with a sperm and an egg, and both combine together to form the zygote. The zygote keeps dividing, right? It'll form the morula and then blastocyst. The blastocyst is simply an inner mass and an outer cell layer, right? The inner mass becomes the baby, the outer cell layer becomes the placenta, and then the inner cell mass differentiate into the epiblast and the hypoblast, and then gastrulation forms 3 disc layer, which is the ectoderm, mesoderm, and the endoderm, right? And then the baby does something called embryonic folding, which is basically 2 direction folding, so craniocaudal and lateral, right? In order to form the shape. So this is craniocaudal, so it becomes like this, and also lateral. So if you take like a cut section from the patient head, so if you can imagine this is like the top of the embryo head, you're gonna see the lateral folding. Okay, so craniocaudal folding and the lateral folding, right?
And you can see the endoderm right here forming the gut tube, right, starting from the mouth till the, part of the mouth till the anus, right? And then you have the mesoderm forming the muscles, skeletal muscles, cartilage, bones, etc., etc. And then you have the ectoderm forming the skin, hairs, nails, central nervous system, right? So if we're asking about the thyroid gland, so which part of these structures does the thyroid gland develop? So it arises from the endoderm, okay? So we already talked about the esophagus, right? If you can think of this, we have the esophagus here, we have the foregut, we have the midgut, right? And we have the hindgut, correct? So above the foregut, we have the primitive pharynx, okay? And this area is supposed to become the pharynx later on, okay? And it has different structures, right? It's very complicated. We're not gonna take all that today. I'm just gonna show you the thyroid gland, okay? So there are some structures here that are formed. They're called the pharyngeal arches. We're not gonna talk about pharyngeal arches in the endocrine section. We're gonna talk about them in the neurology section. So don't bother yourself with that now, okay? Anyway, so these pharyngeal arches are basically structures that have 3 different layers, okay? Forget about them. Let's just focus on the primitive pharynx, okay? And the primitive pharynx is covered from the inside by the endoderm, right? So this is endoderm, okay? So if we see the picture here, this is the embryo, right? This is the primitive pharynx, and underneath the primitive pharynx is supposed to, you have the foregut right here, right? The foregut. It's going to form the esophagus down till the duodenum, right? So where does the thyroid develops? As you see here, this is going to be the anterior 2/3 of the tongue, this swelling. And the tongue, by the way, also arises from the endoderm, from the inner cells in the primitive pharynx here, okay? So it arises in the endoderm right here. You have a swelling, right? Which forms the anterior 2/3 of the tongue. And you have another swelling which forms the posterior 2/3 of the tongue. And in between, the thyroid actually develops. These cells.
Okay, first of all, I'm in grade 12 right now, ثانوية عامة, and I wanted to ask you, what do you think is the best med school in Egypt? And I'm hoping to take the USMLE in uni. Okay, so I don't think there is anything called best medical school in Egypt. The purpose of you can see very, very good medical students in Alexandria University, and you can see very, very, very bad students in all the universities, right? So you shouldn't, in Egypt there is not like a superior medical school to others, so forget about that. Where do you live? Do you live in Alexandria? Go to Alexandria University. You live in Cairo? Go to Cairo University. Don't look for anything good. There's nothing good about anything, right? You're gonna be self-studying at the end of the day, so don't worry about that. Second of all, when should I start the USMLE prep? When I hopefully get in. So for step 1, just start after you finish your academic medicine. Actually, no. Look, I have a video on. I'm explaining everything in detail. You can look it up. It's called Frequently Asked Questions about the USMLE, right? So watch this video. You're gonna get a lot of value, whatever you need. Okay. So how would you rate the language and the explanation? The language is good. The explanation is really good. You understand the material, but that wouldn't work for me, for example. Like, I like to get things, specifically academic medicine. Forget about clinical medicine. Academic medicine, I like to understand things from the beginning. So you can just tell me what's in the first aid, because the first aid is very uncomprehensive. The first aid is really, there's nothing in the first aid, right? So there is literally nothing in the first aid to go on here. It's just, the basic, stuff that you get tested on. I have no knowledge about Egyptian med schools. I'd say try to also incorporate STEP resources alongside your school's resources during your preclinical years. That way you will be ready sooner. I appreciate that. I appreciate that advice. So you'll see in the video, I talk about how to use Pathoma and QBanks along with your med school. Just watch the video. It's called Frequently Asked Questions. I make these videos because, I don't have to explain things over and over again. So here it is, the video. Let me put it in the chat for you.
Some resources I'm talking about here.
Because people like these, they ask these questions a lot. So thank you, Jacob, for your comment helping Islam. Thank you. I would avoid using any med school books because in my experience, Cairo Uni, they're all very poorly written. Okay. Okay, thank you. I will watch the video right now. And another thing, what to do if I cannot study at all except before the exam, cramming basically. That is a personal problem. Why did you use pathoma if boards and beyond explain pathology? Pathoma is the origin. Do you know it when a video is original versus an unoriginal video? So pathoma is original. He's the creator of pathology, literally, right? So Borders and Beyond just he imitated pathoma, and I tried to watch actually Borders and Beyond if you're asking for pathoma, but for pathology, but it wasn't good. I didn't like it. So if you cannot study at all during med school, there's definitely a personal issue. Either you hate med school, you got in medical school, and you don't want to be in medical school. I don't know what the problem is. I have to know you better. But if you can't, you could have a problem with motivation, extrinsic, intrinsic motivation. There's a lot of causes why I would just cram. I was thinking about New Giza actually instead of Cairo because people say it can help with the USMLE as it's accredited UCLA. He's already thinking about cramming from yeah. But New Giza actually instead of New Giza? I know what New Giza is. New Giza Medical. Is that a new? Oh, probably it's a private for-profit organization. Yeah, it's a bit new. How much is it? I bet it's very expensive. I mean, why would you? أول دفعة متخرجات 2022 تقريبا. Why would you pay so much money, bro? How much is it? Wait, New Giza medical school costs $7,500. I mean, if scam, $210 and $1,000, bro, come on, are you crazy? Do you have extra money you want to waste? I mean, pay for resources like for the USMLE and don't pay all that. It's nonsense. It's not a US medical school. There is no value in it. Forget about that. Just go to a Cairo University and study for step 1. You can take a course for USMLE, bro. My course is $1,000. Come pay the $1,000 if you want. Forget it, bro. Don't do this. I wouldn't advise. What do you think, Jeffrey? Jeffrey thinks it's a scam. I agree. Use the money to pay for step resources. The school you go to doesn't matter. Yeah, bro. Yeah, do you know? Okay, let me tell you something. So NYU now has NYU med school admissions rate. Okay, hardest at schools to get into 2024. Hi, I'm from Kenya. I follow your journey through step 2. May Allah make it easy for you. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. UCL, not UCLA. Sorry. Oh, what is UCL? Damn, bro. Not even UCLA? Like, not even the US? Sorry, fuck that. Come on, bro. Alright, so look at this. All right, so I was just trying. What does it even mean? UCL, I think University College London. I'm trying to see what med school is the best for the step resources, you know. But if it really doesn't matter, then yeah, I think I'll just do Carroll. Bro, one of the things I'm very proud of is that I have no debt. I have no student loans. Any money I make is a plus for me. I don't have any debt to pay, right? My car broke, bro. My car, like I can't leave the house. So you know, I got a message from my bank telling me, oh, you can buy a car for $30,000, and you only pay $300 a month. You know the auto loan that you get, you can get an auto loan, but like the car itself, like the cost of the car is like $25,000, but the you pay 30,000 because of the credit, because of the interest. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna stay at home, no debt. That sucks, bro. Caro has VSLO, which is a positive. Even that doesn't matter. With all due respect, yeah, fine. VSLO and away rotations are fine, but you can get an away rotation anywhere. Like if I wanted to, I could get an away rotation right now. But I have to get step 2 done. I don't want to waste my time. Away rotations are like 8 hours a day. You're gonna be in a clinic. So, all right, I have a session in half an hour, so I gotta do the questions, guys. But you can keep chatting. I'll answer it in between the questions. Okay, this woman has antiphospholipid syndrome. You're not gonna give her vaginal progesterone. Probably heparin.
خلاص ممكن نعمله الخميس لان ممكن
Yeah, man, starting a career without any debt is insane. Although residents are underpaid, your real income will give you a lot of freedom if you don't have any debt. True. You can invest the extra income. True, bro. Okay, I'll try to do that. Good luck, man. Sorry if I bothered. No, bro, you didn't bother me at all. I would love to answer all the questions. Thank you. Okay, that's a weird ass question. Wait a minute. Okay, so antiphospholipid syndrome, recurrent abortion, right? That's not a good question at all. I'll start doing PowerPoint now. Yeah, good. Would you recommend doing anything? Yeah, I would. Look. I don't remember the. Yeah, there it is. Watch this video in order to learn how to make a proper PowerPoint. Watch this video in order to learn how to make a proper PowerPoint. Watch this video in order to learn how. I'll activate some music, but I got a copyright strike because I put some music like from Spotify. So I'll just mute the desktop. start explaining micro so you don't forget to check it out when I upload? Sure. So what exactly does the copyright do? So if you are successful enough using the thing that got you the copy strike, they're gonna take all your money. But you have to be like very successful, like you made a lot of money out of them, So they will take all the profit, all the revenue. Not even the profit, they will take the revenue. So that's very dangerous, you know. Okay, so OB-GYN is going better now. Good. I guess so. The mistakes I've done before, I'm not making them anymore. I just have to watch the CIN cervical cancer video. What is the most vigorous bacteria you have ever studied? Vigorous? It's a deep question. Let me think. Could it be fungi? Mucormycosis, I guess. If it's virus, HIV. If it's a parasite, I guess. Alright, I have a session in 4 minutes, so I'll close the stream, I'll do the session, and I'm gonna come back to stream again. Okay, I'll see you, Yusuf.